So I know I haven't posted a video in a while. I've just been either incredibly busy or my videos wouldn't upload for whatever reason too. Whenever I would try and upload them, uh, they would get stuck on uploading, and then after a while, the video would actually say error, unable to upload, or something like that. So I figured I would post a short little video today. Since I haven't posted one in quite a long time, I think. So I apologize about that. I've just been, like I said, with the error uploading nonsense. I tried to film a couple of them, but like I said, they got kicked back for who knows what reason. So I kind of gave up for a little while. I don't really know if this one's actually going to upload either, so I guess we'll see. So yeah, it is a gorgeous Sunday afternoon, or I guess kind of early evening. It's probably, I don't know time. A gorgeous day in Japan right now. And there's a park. I think it's called Ishin Park or something like that, maybe. But it's quite beautiful. So I had a lovely conversation this afternoon with one of my friends, James, who him and his friends went and visited Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, I think it was, for a little short little vacation. So we were talking about Japan, and he was asking me different things. And the topic of suicide in Japan came up. I don't really remember what prompted it. I think it was just the different things that people don't really totally grasp about Japan until they actually live here. But death is one of the most taboo things to discuss in Japan, and in the category of death, suicide is absolutely not talked about ever. If suicide ever happens in the school or at work or wherever it is, people basically just kind of treat it as it never even happened. It doesn't get talked about. No one gets comforted. It kind of just gets swept under the rug and not dealt with. Not the most healthiest thing in the world to do, because you can't really fully grieve that way, or at least Americans couldn't fully grieve. I'm sure the Japanese have found a way to kind of more or less cope with that aspect of it. It's not really a topic I care to bring up, because I would rather not seem insensitive, and since I now live here, it's one of those things where news about other Japanese people doesn't really travel all too fast, but with one of the few foreigners in Yamaguchi, news would travel incredibly fast. So it's just one of those things where it's kind of best kept swept under the rug. Actually, I think someone on the Facebook page of my company asked what the, I guess, proper procedure is for dealing with death and suicide, and I basically just told them what I told you guys. It's not really a talked about thing, and suicide is absolutely not talked about. And in Japan, one of the worst ways to commit suicide, and one of the most absolute shameful ways of committing suicide, is to kill yourself by jumping in front of a train. The rationale behind that is it is the most inconvenient thing you can do to someone, because now you have delayed the trains. And as one of the things that people recognize about Japan is the incredibly on-time schedules of the trains. So if you can imagine how many people get on a train in Japan every single day, to have someone delay that train for committing suicide, the Japanese people just absolutely feel an incredible amount of shame for that. Mainly the family, obviously. Complete strangers aren't really going to feel too much shame for it. They're probably going to be more angry. I guess angry is probably not really the correct term for it, but it's one of the only things I can think of to semi-describe it right now. But so yeah, enough about suicide. Not really what I wanted to bring up in the video, but actually the complete opposite. Actually, with how beautiful Japan is. Even if I'm not feeling the greatest today, on days like this, it just totally makes it worth it because of how beautiful Japan is. I don't know, the Japanese architecture style and how connected they are with nature. It's kind of amazing. In America, obviously people have like gardens and plants outside their house, but I don't know, it just feels different to me. Like everyone's house here is just covered with greenery of some kind, and almost everyone has some sort of garden, whether it's a big one or a small one, or it's like a kind of like a community block garden almost. And one of I think my second video maybe, when I was walking back from the Conveni, I showed you guys one of the gardens. I think like I said, I think it's just one of those like communal garden type things where everyone that's connected, that has a house connected to that garden, kind of pitches in and helps out with it. Is what my assumption is. Sorry to have you view whatever phone was at just now. I am almost at my apartment, so I just wanted to film a short little video on my way back from dinner. I had Coco's curry again. I think I'm going to cut out the Coco's curry unless I go with a friend, because it's just one of those things where after I eat it, I just feel so goddamn full. It's ridiculous. Like my stomach just feels like it's about to burst right now. It was a toss-up between having Coco's and ramen again. So I really didn't want to have ramen again. So as you can see, this is one of the times where people come flying through here, and with how small the streets are, it is a absolute royal pain in the ass if someone who has more room does not pull over to the side so I can go through. Because as you saw with that road back there, it is incredibly tiny, so trying to fit 2 cars on that road is completely asinine. But honestly, that almost never happens. It's just kind of one of those inconvenient things that happens when people are trying to rush home from work. So most of the Japanese people are incredibly courteous and kind and generous, so it's not really one of those things I get too bent out of shape about, because it's one of those absolute once in a blue moon type deals. So, well, I just wanted to update you guys on what I was doing. I'll probably film another video sometime this week when I have more time, because this is going to be a semi-short video. So, as always, thank you for watching. You can watch me back into my apartment. I'm getting pretty good at it, I think so. But thanks for watching, and have a lovely Sunday.